So I had a question. If you go ahead and ask your question, Sachi, and so people can hear what it is directly.
Um, there are people I know and people I work with who have, and myself, have some trouble sleeping at times. And, there's some pointings about using the practices, meditating in order to fall asleep. If you could address maybe some ways to help fall asleep better, or if you wake up with a lot of Shakti, what you can do.
Okay. Yeah. Meditation within itself, when you begin meditating, it stirs up mind. People always say, well, wait a minute, I'm doing meditation, why is my mind not becoming stiller? Why is it not becoming calm? Why is it not becoming quiet immediately? Because you're, at that point, working on looking at mind. That's what usually happens. So it winds up stirring up mind for a time. So if it's in the process of stirring up mind, and you're not in that place of going to quietude, then you might not want to do that before bed. Okay? You may not want to do that before bed. So it just depends on where you're at in the process with things. So for those that are waking up with a lot of Shakti in the middle of the night, because it gets really intense between usually around 3, 4 in the morning is when Shakti is the most intense. So in those cases I say, yeah, just sit up and do a few moments of meditation with it, and sit with it and allow it to do what it needs to do, and then you go back to sleep. For those that are trying to just want to go to rest in the evening, maybe try not engaging the mind for a couple hours before bedtime. Let the mind quiet itself a bit. You can try taking a little bit of milk with a little bit of sugar, a little butter in it, or ghee. Have that an hour or so before you go to bed. Just do what is calming. If you're more calmed listening to sea and birds or whatever, then put a tape on of that. Put on something that's calming to you. Or look at some sort of picture, whatever, that's calming to you. But don't sit there and have things that are going to generate more energy, because you're wanting to allow things to settle and relax. So put on what is relaxing. Okay. If it's a hot bath, take a hot bath. Whatever helps you to relax. A certain scent, if there's a certain scent that helps you to relax, use that. But yeah, don't do something that's going to stir up mind. Don't be watching a TV program that's a horror film or something that's going to stir up mind, or something that's very intense type of, news programs, or something that causes, again, you to go looping in the mind. Yeah. So just try to use those things which are calming in nature to you, and what's calming to one person is not calming to another. So there aren't specific lists that one can give. You have to understand yourself. That's part of the journey, understanding yourself, looking at yourself more deeply and finding out what's there and what's not there. Okay. So part of this is a learning structure as to what is calming to your system. And so go ahead and use that. And if meditation is not calming at this point, then don't do it before bed. Or the practices, because sometimes the practices will be amping up stuff for people. So if it's in the process of amping things up, it's not what you want to be using then before bed. Save it for morning. Okay? Namaste.